Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome to Atlanta Motor Speedway. It is time for the iRacing Legacy Cup Series. Live from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Run number 4 ready to kick off here on the half-mile high bank. Very fast racetrack. One of the fastest tracks we will go to this season, with the exception of Talladega and Daytona in these cars. It should be fun as we get set to go racing for, I think it was 75 laps, if I'm not mistaken. Last week, Derek Pemberton, the hottest driver coming in to tonight's event, back-to-back winner at Rockingham and Richmond. So, two kind of short tracks wins, but we'll see what he does here at Atlanta. Joe Morigani picked up the first one of the season over at Daytona. He's coming in here tonight. Already locked himself into the playoffs. Yes, there is playoffs in this series. As weird as that may seem, there actually is playoffs. Both of them guys are already locked in to the playoffs as we get set for week number 4. Still a little ways to go, of course, before the playoffs actually begin. Alex Vasario currently 3rd. Ron Christians Jr. currently 4th. Levi Allen has dropped a spot. He is back to P number 5. Brian Kidda, 6th place. Donnie's in 7th. Taylor Gentry, Cody Kennedy, and Gary Smith, your top 10. Todd Chase outside right now in 11th. Looking over at the stats right now. You guys remember last week, Derek Pemberton, Levi Allen. Derek came in, put fresh tires on at the very end of that race. Levi pretty much had no choice but to stay out because everybody would have done the opposite of the leader, and they did. And Derek goes on and picks up the win on a, I believe it was a last lap pass or very close to a last lap pass. Might be like 2 to go. Anyway, so that pretty much sets us up here for tonight. And Alex right now on top of the board. We'll get ready to hop into qualifying. We'll tune over to that here in just a moment. Donnie's 2nd. Ron Christensen Jr. 3rd. Joshua Stiles, another very good driver, currently 4th. Levi Allen and a couple other drivers behind him. Yes. AJ Green 7th. Todd Chase 8th. Alan Best 9th. Cody Kennedy 10th. There's the rest of your field. Just looking at, we got about 15 drivers making a start. Derek Pemberton is here. Gary Smith's here. They actually are just now starting to load in, so they ain't going to have a lot of practice time, but we'll see how they do. As qualifying set to begin. Once again, welcome everybody to the iRacing Legacy Cup Series live from Atlanta Motor Speedway. I'm your host here tonight from Trackside Racing Network, Adam Chapman. Glad to be with you back here in the booth. Another long week of racing ahead of us. We had last night off, so we'll see the upcoming races. We'll talk a little bit about them here in just a little bit as we get set to go qualifying live from Atlanta. We will wait for the session to change over. There we go. And now we are set. Who are we going to watch first? Waiting for the first car to roll out. I believe it might be AJ Green. He is rolling out Hill and Alan Best about the same spot, so we'll continue to watch AJ here for just a moment. Pretty good in early practice, and kind of has slipped off a little bit in the later rounds of practice, but we'll see if he's learned anything to help his cause here tonight. Last time I checked, the track temp was at 95 degrees. There is sun beating down. This track kind of known for being slick anyway, and is definitely a tire eater. That is one thing about this racetrack. If we get a long green flag run, be ready, because we have seen tires blow at this racetrack. Will it happen tonight? Oh no, we'll see. AJ Green into the wall on his first lap, so that's not good. He's only going to have one more shot. As you jump down to the number 52 here in Alan Best. He is out there in the Ford, I do believe. That is the... No, I apologize. I thought that was the Ford logo on the front. It is the Chevy Monte Carlo. You see him here in the 52 as he is on his first lap, coming to put down his first time here of the session. At the start-finish line, a 32.281 new pole right now. We'll see. Brian Young also has put down a lap. Taylor Gentry put down a lap. Here's Todd Chase Jr. Alex Vasario actually just put down a lap. We'll see if he's able to hold that at 31.975. I didn't even see who's actually out there, so I apologize. Todd Chase in that white number 9 Ally Monte Carlo. Todd Chase goes to second on the board. Joe Morigani, we'll see what he can do. He actually got some damage on his first lap here as well, so I'll have to probably check back in with him here in just a moment as we watch Brian Kidda in the 66 Pepsi Chevrolet. Alex Visario, a new fastest lap once again. 31.951. Ron Christian Jr. jumps up to second. Todd Chase, will he be able to improve? He does actually improve, but he stays in fourth. Alex Levi Allen goes to the top of the board. Did not see that lap time put down. A 31.937. Brian still watching him. We'll see what he can do. Cody Kennedy is also out on track. You see him right there. We'll check in with him in just a moment as you see AJ Green, putting on a not so great lap, 35, and that really all was pretty much the result of just a bad first lap. It just did not work out when he hit the wall coming off turn 4 at the Tri-Oval. Cody Kennedy going to 12th on the board for now, 32.773, so he's in to pick up a little bit. Derek Pemberton is out on track now. Actually, he did not get any practice. He had some personal stuff to deal with, the passing of his grandfather, so he was trying to cope with that. Thoughts and prayers got to his family, of course, but he is here racing tonight. As you see Cody coming to the start-finish line. And Cody not going to improve on his second lap. There is Derek Pemberton. He is back out there in that number 82 Trackside Racing Network car. You guys have not really seen this car because he actually ran it on Saturday at Darlington. So there you go. And you might have seen it. You might have seen him race it. And you see Derek getting loose in the corner. And he's going to have to deal with that a little bit tonight. He has not had any practice. He is the only car that has not qualified. So he is going to have one more lap. And we'll see if he's able to improve or not. Here he comes off turn 4. Once again, he will get another lap here. His first lap down to 34.495. Definitely not what he wants. Puts you 14th right now. He will have time to finish this lap, and he's going to get loose in the same spot. He actually had trouble like that on the Saturday night series as well. He had trouble in the same spot. So Derek's probably not going to improve, I would not guess. That's going to give Levi Allen the pole award here tonight, and he will try to pick up where he left off last week, where he basically dominated the first half of that race. And even part of the second half, basically dominated it. So qualifying coming to an end. 15 cars ready to take the grid. This race is going to be sponsored by Badass Customs. Todd does a good job on the paints. Make sure you guys check him out. $5 does a great job on a lot of the older Cup cars. And check him out. I believe they're like $5, I think, what he asked. And also Todd's gaming page. If you are into other types of gaming, check that out. Todd does some streaming on there from time to time. And of course, AC Paints. If you need a paint, you can message me. We got a special right now, 2 paints for $15. As well as we have added some merchandise to our store. You guys see it in the chat, the link to that. So share that around. And there's a look at Levi Allen at number 41. Darrell Waltrip top paint scheme. And he's going to be rolling off P number 1 as you get a look here at your starting grid up. Him and Alex is going to have a good battle here, I believe, early on. Even Ron Christian Jr., the only 3 guys that has 31-second lap time. Todd Chase put down a really good qualifying lap, though, to 32.076. Gary Smith, Joe Morigani in row number 3. Alan Best, Joshua going to be rolling off in row number 4. Next row, we got row 5. Taylor Gentry and Brian Young. Donnie and Cody going to be rolling off in row 6. Brian and Derek Pemberton will be rolling off in row 7. Alongside at the very tail end will be AJ Green in that number 3 Wheaties car here tonight. You see the grid working here, trying to get some heat in the tires. Probably going to be trying to get some air pressure and heat as well, so it's going to be kind of important for these guys. Like I said, this race 75 laps. It does go by kind of quick here. This is a fast racetrack. We do expect yellows, of course, But honestly, I expect a green flag run kind of early, so we'll see. These guys, honestly, they really don't ever practice that good, but when it comes race time, they actually do pretty good racing, to be honest. So I expect to see that here again tonight. Yeah, I seen him about lose it. I seen him smack the wall in the tri-oval. It was wild, man. That's the thing about this track. It takes about 5 laps for these tires to really get up to where you want them to be. Pace car ready to drop in. And we're ready to get this one underway. And we are waiting. Green flag is out. We're racing live. Already on the bottom, Levi Allen definitely going to take that on the bottom side. And we already got Gary Smith spinning out towards the bottom. He's clean for now. He just loses a little bit of spots. He'll be all right with that. As you get a look at Levi, kind of spaced out single file all the way back to about, I'm going to say that's what, 9th place? Yeah, all the way back to 9th place in Donnie. Derek has already gained up a couple spots here. Maybe already getting some confidence. You got to keep an eye on this 82 car tonight, I'm telling you. Or 81 in here, should I say. Here's Joe Morigani and Todd Chase. Side by side down the backstretch. That 9 car rolling the bottom really nice right there through the center. That's going to help him get a better run out of the exit. He's going to be able to hold on to P4. Morigani falls back to 5th. Once again, Derek putting another victim down. AJ Green already up to 11th. He started dead last. Brian Kidda, Gary Smith, Brian Young, and Cody Kennedy have fallen back. You see Cody here working on the back of that 86 of Brian Young as they work off turn number 2 down the back stretch. For now, Cody's going to ride there. Don't be surprised we see some daring moves tonight. You see the 82, Taylor Gentry taking a spot away from Joshua Stiles. Joshua slid up in the corner and allowed that 82 to get underneath. Alan Best working on Morigani now. This would be for a top 5 spot. Levi Allen still out front. Back. Took a peek underneath AJ Green. I don't think he got there. No, he did not. But here's the 3 versus the 31. Good wrench, number 3. Wheaties on the front versus that Gary Smith car. Gary always a factor in every race that he runs. AJ taking a peek here underneath Donnie. And that 00 wasn't able to get there just yet. But these 3 cars separated by about the same. A half car length to a car length separating them. Here comes the 3 underneath. Donnie not giving a ton of room. This is one of them places where AJ's just got to be patient. I know that's tough to do, but he gives you quite a bit of room coming up off the corner, though. And they're still side by side. We also got a battle back with Brian Young and Cody Kennedy for the 14th spot. But right now we're staying with this. Right there, both cars kind of slide up and 00, Donnie and AJ Green, but AJ able to take that spot away and keep the 10th spot. Now take the 10th spot. Derek Pemberton getting around Alabama. He's inside the top 6. Meanwhile, Ron Christians Jr. takes away 2nd in that 45 car. He moves himself up inside the top 3. Now sitting 2nd place. Alex falls back to P3. One thing about these guys in this track, and you guys know this, Atlanta is a beat-up racetrack. If we do happen to get a somewhat run here, like we're kind of seeing, these tires are going to be a big factor. Just want to point that out. So you guys got to watch out for that. We kind of talked about earlier, we broadcasted WOS CRL a few weeks ago here at Atlanta. Tires became a huge factor on the course of the race. We've seen actually, I think 2 guys actually blew a tire going into turn 3. That does happen, so you got to make sure that you got to take care of your stuff. Very easy to go too early and just burn it up. Gary Smith was able to get around Donnie. Donnie falls back to 12th, unfortunately. But here's Joe Morigani now working on that number 9 of Todd Chase Jr. Todd in that white Allied number 9 car. I think these cars are tapping out on the straightaway. All these guys are closing in. Let's see. Might not be right there, but it was close. Morigani underneath Todd Chase, trying to take away the 4th position. Todd has not had a great run this season. If you go look at his stats, I mean, honestly, it's not much to really speak about. Even though he is 11th in points, as far as standings go, which is good for him, but he's only like 1 point, I think, out of the playoff position right now. But out of the 3 races he's had, 1 top 5 and only 1 top 10. The rest of them has been out. The other one has been outside the top 10. And for a guy that's won 2 championships, he's definitely not what he wants. Alan Best has joined these 3 guys as well. We're getting ready to have a battle for the lead, kind of creeping up here soon. Right now we're staying with this, though, for the 4th spot. 3 different lines. How about that? And which line is going to prevail? It will be the middle line for Joe Morigani and the 52 of Alan Best, who ran the bottom line. Going to both take a spot away. Todd Chase drops 2 spots, and you see a little bobble right there in the corner. Todd Chase had to chase the car just a little bit. And he drops back a couple spots. Meanwhile, our top 3 have decided to join in on the fun. Alex Facelio, Ron Christensen Jr., and Levi Allen. All 3 running for that top spot. Levi, I noticed, has kind of went up the track, especially in turn 1. Not sure if that's what he's wanting to do or he's just having trouble getting the car to the bottom. Right there, that 21 car hooked the bottom really good in turn 3 and 4 that time. Doing a nice job of kind of cutting the track a little bit here as well. And this time, Levi not going to go up as high. He's going to run that 2nd lane. But man, look at that rotation. That 21 gets out of the corner. This is on board with Alex. Oh, we got a pass right here for the lead. Ron Christian Jr. going to take it away. He's going to lead this lap. But oh, almost cuts the nose off there on Alex's car. Alex underneath, he said, we're going to have 2 lead changes in 1 lap. Levi getting a little hot here. These top 3 getting a little dicey. They got to be a little patient. But Alex able to take the lead. Don't think we're super surprised by seeing that. Alex was fastest in practice. I think a lot of guys have kind of expected him to already win a race this season, and he hasn't done it, even though we're only 4 races in, or just out 4 races in. If you look at his stats in general, he's got quite a bit. Stats that kind of back up that he should have won a race by now. Out of the 252 laps he's completed, he's led 18, but he's had 3 top 5s and multiple chances at a win, and unfortunately just hasn't capitalized. Derek Pemberton hard into the wall. He's going to spin around to the inside wall, and unfortunately that's probably not going to end his night, but see him right here rolling. He's going to have to get that car rolling and wait for the caution to come out and use that fast repair as he is rolling here in the 81. Good news is for Derek, he's already got 2 wins this season, back-to-back wins, so he's good to go no matter what happens. But he was a little bit confident coming to this race right now with that damage. I'm going to be honest, we may start seeing pit stops here probably within the next 15 laps, maybe sooner than that. I don't think it's anytime soon, but here's A.J. Green. He's battling a pretty good battle here with Taylor Gentry and Joshua Stiles behind him. They're side by side for that position, while Todd Chase is leading this little group. A.J. taking a peek to the inside, trying to take over the 6th spot. A.J. still kind of new to these cars, and I expect him to slowly get better. As you do see him take that 6th spot away from Todd Chase. Chase falling back here once again. And that's just a characteristic. Todd probably burning them tires off too early into this run. And he is struggling right now. Joshua Styles underneath him to 00 to 82 here. Very close. Maybe almost made contact out of turn 4. Taylor's entry and Donnie both had a little bit of almost contact. A little close call. Meanwhile, battle for the lead still there. These guys have not really broken away from anybody, but it has allowed Joe Morigani, as these guys battle, he has closed up as well. It is soon about to be a 4-car battle. You see him right there. 4 cars and not far behind is Alan Best. Derek Pemberton on pit road. He's elected to go ahead and come down. And take that quick repair. Why not go ahead and come down and take it? Save your tires, or go and get tires. You've got pretty heavy damage. It's a smart call to do it early. Instead of going a lap down. He is probably going to go at least 1 lap down. Maybe 2 laps down here. Well, we'll wait and see. He has done it away, but not sure where he's going to come out. He's definitely going to go 2 laps. He's going to be able to drive back around these leaders for sure, though, with these fresh tires, I would expect. Does go 2 laps down, though. Up front for the lead, Alex and Ron as well. Levi Allen has fallen back a little bit. He led the first little part of this race so far. Started on the pole. Morigani taking a peek underneath him. Once again, Levi keeps washing up the racetrack. And there's something, I don't know if he's doing it to save tires or what's going on, but he's done that now in turns 3 and 4 quite a bit lately. And then 1 and 2, he did it a little bit earlier in the run. Not sure if there's something to that or he's just over driving a little bit. Coming to lap 22 next time by here early on in this race, guys. Also, real quick update. Tomorrow night we will be live once again. The North American iRacing series will be racing live. We'll have the broadcast here. I cannot remember what time, so you guys just have to check Facebook and trying to stay in the loop, I guess we could say. But we'll be live with them guys tomorrow night. We had a good race last week at Iowa. Race was actually not bad. I think we actually went caution-free in that race. I think we're going to be going to Martinsville tomorrow night. So we're not going to go caution-free in that one, but still, it's going to be a good race. Once again, back up front, lead still there for Alex for now as he crossed the start-finish line. 23 laps so far on this run. We do expect pit stops to start taking place here within the next 7 laps because it was around lap 30, if I'm not mistaken, where we've seen guys start pushing these tires a little bit. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was Skylar Grissom that pushed it all the way to lap 40, and that's where he blew the tire out. So, got to be careful on the tires. So I was over here reading the chat. AJ Green, he's still out by himself right now. He's back to 9th. He'll be okay. He's doing a pretty good job here tonight. Gary Smith working on Brian Kidda. That would be for 10th place. As you see these cars pass by, see the distance between all of them. As now Levi Allen getting past. Or no, he did not. I thought he actually did. He closed in on Joe Morigani last time, however. You see Derek Pemberton here racing the leader. This is just one of them things where the leader's got to be a little patient. Derek's definitely a lot faster car. And Derek's got to be patient not to take him out as well, like he's about to. The good news for Derek there, he will get 1 lap back with that pass. Of course, when these guys hit pit road, he'll get his 2nd lap back and be back in the lead lap, but he will be quite a bit under pace, I would expect, unless he decides to pit with the leaders again, which is a very good possibility we could see. Still watching the battle for the lead. Ron Christensen Jr. and Alex still battling it out. Battle for 3rd between Joe Morigani and Levi Allen. Joshua Stiles has moved into 5th. Alan Best has fallen back to 6th place. Todd Chase, one of the biggest droppers in here as well. He is under attack now from Brian Young. Todd has fallen all the way back to the P14th position after starting inside the top 5. So once again, guys, tomorrow night, North American iRacing League will be live from Martinsville. Saturday night, the WOS CRL Series will be live from Watkins Glen. First road course that I'll get to see any of these cars. That'll be fun. Then on Sunday, the ASL American Sim Racing League will be live. Todd Chase Jr. on pit road. So that's probably going to go ahead and set the thing up to everybody else to come down. I would expect anyway. You see right there the 82, Taylor Gentry putting a pass on Alan Best. Best has fallen back quite a bit here as well. He's now back to 7th. But our top 4 keep chugging away. They're out by 4 seconds over the rest of the field right now. Top 4, Alex, Ron, Joe, and Levi have all kind of separated a little bit of distance. One thing about this place, by the way, you got to pit road. Here's a doozy. So you got to be careful, especially at full speeds, to get on that apron. Got to be a little bit careful, but you can make up a lot of time on pit road, especially in these cars. See Levi looking to the inside a little bit further back on Joe Morigani. Not able to get there just yet. Pretty much a stalemate right now between 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. As we are on lap 30. You know, these guys may try to push just to lap 35, honestly, and make it a one-stop race. Like, I would not be surprised if we see that. AJ Green taking over 7th from Alan Best. Alan in a little bit of trouble here. He keeps falling back, unfortunately. You see him right there washing up the racetrack. Donnie now taking a look to his inside. He's going to take away the 8th position. Gary Smith is on pit road. There's Brian Kidda almost making contact. He does make a little contact, making the 52 wash up the racetrack a little bit. Yellow is out. And Derek Pemberton has wrecked it here once again. Oh, right in front of Todd Chase, too. Yeah, I don't know how that happened, unfortunately. You see the damage there on the 82 car. Quite a bit there. As pit road should be open here for a lot of these guys to come down this time. As you see over here in turn 3. Leader about to roll through that. Tough break. Waiting to see who the lucky dog's going to be. I think it might actually be Gary Smith, I believe. And here we go. Race on pit road. See Alex coming in that number 21. This could be a big race off pit road. Levi Allen slowing in his box. in that P1 box. We'll see if that's a factor for him. He came in 4th position. Morigani a little bit further back. 4 tires all the way around for everybody. Morigani already up. He's down and away. There you see him pulling out. And Morigani going to easily win the race off pit road. Alex going to come out 2nd. Levi Allen going to pick up or stay in 3rd. Battle for 4th was a little close. I think Joshua Stiles might have actually got it. I believe he did. Good for him. And Todd Chase somehow, he's back all the way to that because he stayed out. So that's why. Once again, we want to welcome everybody over here onto the channel. Make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube. Make sure you like our Facebook page. We are finally back up and running. We've got a lot of likes over the past few days, and I appreciate all that. If you guys haven't heard, yesterday we had a great podcast with Robbie Buckner and Katie Dugas from Beehive Media, another group of broadcasters. Yes, we do like other broadcasters. And they're one of my favorites. So we interviewed them. That was a pretty cool podcast. We've been hoping to do that for a while, and really some good talk in that one. So make sure you check it out. About 30-minute podcast. It's pretty good. I'm not sure who we're going to have as our guest next week. We'll see. But right now, our focus is on tonight. We are on lap 35. We're almost to the halfway point of this one already. Once again, tonight's broadcast sponsored by Badass Customs and Todd's Gaming Page at AC Paints. Make sure you check them out. Every bit of that's on Facebook. Badass Customs, Todd's Gaming Page, and AC Paints. All that is sponsored for tonight's event. Next week, I don't know where we go. I forgot. I think it was Darlington. You think I'd have a little bit better idea? It is Darlington next week. But that week after is the one I'm circling, the North Wilkesboro 125. The reason why I'm circling that is because that is actually the championship race for this series later in the season. So, yeah, take that for a lot of practice. That's going to be a fun one. But we'll be over there for that next week at Darlington. Pace lots are still on here on the pace car here at Atlanta. And also, guys, Monday night, do not miss the iRacing E-Series. Only 2 races left from iRacing E-Series until the chase begins in that series. Pace lights are off, ready to get back going racing here once again. Single file restarts, of course, here in the older series, so we'll continue that here. But here we go. pace car ready to drop off. Joe Morigani, your Daytona winner. Up front, Alex Rosario, who was very fast in that second part of that run we just had. Levi Allen, who was your pole sitter, and Joshua Stiles. Green flag out. We're racing here once again from Atlanta Motor Speedway. And look at this. Good luck figuring that out. You see Ron Christian Jr., he's going to go up high. He's going to lose a lot of spots. Unfortunately here, as soon as I say that, he's actually going to do a lot better than I thought. He's actually going to try to cross over this 19. Down into turn 3. Try to take back 4th. And Joshua Stahl is able to hold that spot away. Alabest putting some pressure on. That's AJ Green you see there in the Wheaties number 3 car. Right now, somebody's dropping back. It's Taylor Gentry. He's going to lose a couple spots. He falls all the way back behind the 31, Gary Smith, who is a lap down. He is trying to race for a lucky dog spot right now. Out of turn 4. And Joe under attack here from Alex. Once again, Alex no winner yet this season. Been close a few times, but right now he's going to have to deal with Levi Allen, who has once again moved up to that second lane. We've seen him do that a couple times tonight. And wasn't able to get there just yet, but we got a good battle here once again for our top spot. As our top 3, we're going to go ahead and say top 4. Heck, we might as well throw AJ in there as well. Top 5 now. They're pretty much all single file right here trying to work on each other. All right, guys, it is time to do something we like to do here on TRN called Turn It Up. You guys enjoy. You see it. AJ Green making some moves. He's up to 4th. That other orange car you see, Gary Smith, is 1 lap down. He is right now your lucky dog spot. As we watch the battle up front between Alex, Joe Morigani, Levi Allen, now AJ Green, who has showed up in this race looking for, I'm not sure exactly his stats. I'd have to take a peek here on AJ's stats. No top 5s, I don't think, this season. So he's looking for his first top 5. Wow. You see Levi Allen going to slip up. AJ Green taking that spot away. AJ going for third. He does. Move him up an extra spot. We continue to work here. Gary Smith underneath Levi as well. Right now, this is our closest battle we're going to continue to watch is our top three. They are pretty much nose to tail right now. Very impressed with how AJ's running. If he could keep doing what he's doing, that'd be a great night for him, I believe. You see the 31. Yeah, AJ just let the 31 go here. There's no need to, race him. He's faster, I believe, than maybe these leaders, to be honest. Morigani's looking good, though. Doing one heck of a job in that low-budget DV, number 53. He keeps doing work. Oh, somebody back there. Cody Kennedy. He got a little loose coming off the corner. I haven't really talked a lot about him. He's now inside the top 10, working 9th place right now. Top 4 have pretty much checked out here once again. Now we got a battle back for 5th. Donnie looking underneath. We're 52 here into turn 3. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get there just yet. See him using that apron a little bit. Maybe help rotate the car. Maybe that's how he's hooking the bottom so good. I know in the Cup car you don't really want to do that, but maybe in these cars you can. I'm going to be honest, I don't know if we're going to have to see these guys pit again. Up front, Morigani putting some pressure on for the lead. Gary Smith wants to get his lap back to Harway. Todd Chase back there in 14's like, yeah, go ahead, get your lap back. I'll take the lucky dog if the yellow comes out. It looks like Derek Pemberton's win streak going to come to an end here tonight with 2 wins this season. Not going to do it here tonight at Atlanta, unfortunately for him. There's racing all around this racetrack right now. And honestly, it seems like you've got to take advantage of these tires earlier than a little bit later because they just kind of fall off quite a bit. From what we're seeing, it's such a fine line of they fall off. When they fall off, it happens quick too, it seems like. And it makes it tough to pass. Once again, next week, these cars will be at Darlington. We actually broadcasted a race last Saturday night at Darlington in these same cars. Great race. And I expect it to be a good race over here for these guys. It's a tough racetrack, though. I don't know how many people last week got to Darlington Stripe. There was at least 19 that I know of that hit the wall. At least 19 times. I know it happened way more than that. That's just what I seen. Derek Pemberton officially done for the night. Understandably so. So unfortunately, we'll finish 15th. But once again, like I was saying, he's going through a tough time right now. So definitely worse things than finishing last in a sim race, I promise. Here's Ron Christian Jr. Remember, we've seen him battling for the lead. He is back in traffic right now. He may be saving a little bit of tire here because he has not done much since the drop of the green flag. He's actually fallen back. Unless some of these other guys was just saving, which, I mean, is a good possibility. Now, what happened here? Gary, okay, I said, did Gary Smith crash out? But he just blinked. AJ Green, Levi Allen, this is for 3rd place. Morigani, I'm telling you right now, that's somebody you do not want on your bumper for the last part of this race because there's something that clicks in this guy's head. I don't know what it is. I've watched him win races where he should have never had a chance at winning. And I'm going to be honest, he didn't practice the best. Like, he did okay. I mean, oh, we might have a problem. Yellow is out. Big wreck coming out of turn 2. The 45. 00. The 52. This was a big one. Oh, AJ Green may have pushed up here into the 52. Let's see. Yeah, that's what happened. He got the apron and just came up. And unfortunately, that's what happens. And right there, they just kept piling in. The 82's involved. Oh, tough break there for Alan Best and Ron Christian Jr. And the 00 as well. Tough break there for all of them. So, AJ Green hits the apron, comes up the racetrack a little bit. Once we talked about that a few moments ago. When I was talking about Atlanta, you hit the apron, it kind of pushes you up the racetrack. Some guys can hold it, and it does help you rotate the center. Not so much that time. Gary Smith going to be your lucky dog. If I'm Todd Chase here, I'm hitting pit road. I'm not staying out to get my lap back. Because if not, you're going to have to pit here in about 10 laps. Well, probably not. But so last time on pit road, we seen Morigani win the race off. So let's see if he can do it again. Levi Allen also in. Morigani. Alex is right there in that second stall. Joe's tires are already down on his left sides. Already up. It's going to be a tight race off pit road, I believe. And who is that? Brian Kidda taking 2 tires. Yep. Not sure how that's going to pan out. We'll see. I haven't talked a lot about Brian. You see Alex, by the way. He came out second, but Brian this season, great street stock driver, great like NASCAR top driver in the bigger cars. Has done pretty good in the street stock division. He actually finished second in the championship 2 seasons ago in season 1. Todd Chase is going to come down pit road. I like the idea to come down pit lane if you're him, because if not, they're just going to blow your doors off, especially if we go green and you're not going to finish on the lead lap either way. So. Once again, guys, we dropped a link in the description for some TRN merchandise. You don't have to buy it. It's just something that shows support if you're interested in it. It's pretty cool. Little t-shirt. We're working on some other stuff as well, but share it around. It's pretty neat. We hope everybody enjoyed tonight's race. It has been fun. I'm not going to lie. It's actually been a lot better race than what I thought it would be. We've had 2 cautions so far. And we're coming down to the grit here at the end of this race. These guys are going to have fresh tires, all with the exception of the 66. Like I said, I'm not sure how that's going to pay off. So we'll kind of see. But all in all, the race has been pretty solid here tonight. Once again, we'll be live tomorrow night. I believe we're going to be live around, I want to say 8:30, but I know I'm probably wrong. I think it's 100 laps from Martinsville or 125 laps from Martinsville tomorrow night. And I'll find out for sure. Exactly how long it is. But it will be for the Nail series tomorrow night. Here once again, as pace lights are off on the... No, they are still on. I apologize. But if you guys like some super late models, make sure you tune in for that race tomorrow night. It will be Martinsville tomorrow night for 75 laps, not 100. I apologize. It says 75 laps anyway. We'll see if that stays the same. I think that's going to get up to 125 if I'm not mistaken. But we'll be live for that at 8:30. That's when we'll be coming on the air. We'll start talking around 8:35 or so. And then we actually have these guys for about 5 weeks, 5 more weeks total on Fridays. Martinsville, Myrtle Beach, New Smyrna, USA, and Lanier. And that will wrap up their season. All right, guys, here we go. Pace lights are off this time. As we get set to go back green here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, coming to lap 63 out of 75. 2 cautions here tonight so far, so it's been a really good race. And I feel like we're not done with the yellows yet, but we'll see. Unfortunately, I just noticed Alan Best, with that damage he had, has taken him out of the race as well. He is now 14th, unfortunately. So we are down to 13 cars still out on the racetrack running currently. Todd Chase Jr. hopes to be the lucky dog. He just needs a caution to happen, and he just got us to miss it. Pace car is in. Green flag set to come out. We wait. Green flag out of the air. Not too bad of a start there for Brian. Actually, I thought it was a lot worse, but it actually wasn't too bad. Now, what will 4 tires do versus 2? Like I said, I don't think this is the way you want to do things, but I'm going to be honest, you never know. And, well, we're about to find out. There you go. 66 going to slide up. He's going to lose at least 3 spots here, I believe. Into turn 3, Brian Kidda, unfortunately, losing some spots. May have another wreck going on. No, we do not. Christian Jr. slowing down a little bit. But that's wild. There's a big one. We'll see if we stay green or not. I don't think we're going to. We got the 63 spinning around. There's Cody Kennedy and Brian Young. Right now, no caution. And we are staying green. Oh, maybe. We'll look at that. Oh. So back up front, as Brian Kidda makes contact with the 00. They go for a spin in the grass. They was like, we don't need no grass cut here. We'll just cut it ourselves. Todd's Lawn Care making a debut back here again tonight. Honestly, good save by both of them guys, though. Here's a look at that replay. This is identical to what we seen a moment ago. 00 sliding up into the 66. Brian actually went airborne right here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, right there. Pretty good airborne. All right. Back live once again. Taylor Gentry has up to 3rd. Gary Smith taking over the 5th spot from AJ Green. Taylor putting some pressure here on Joe Morigani for 2nd right now with Levi right there. I thought I'd see. I think Taylor's been saving a little bit because we have not seen him this competitive tonight. And he's pushing really hard right now. We're coming to lap 67. Right now, Alex pulling away. He's about 4/10, looking to try to get his first win of the season. Keep in mind, this is kind of the same situation that 41 car was in last week of Levi Allen. And he led a lot of laps. And then late in that race, the caution came out. Everybody pitted. But here we go. Taylor Gentry looking underneath for 2nd position. And he takes it away. Levi's falling back a little bit. He's back to 6th. Not sure what happened to him. He actually fell back quite a bit here. Going into turn 3, I believe. What happened here? Oh, he gets the wall. Oh, Levi's such a great short track racer. Trust me, you guys are going to see it. We've seen it last week at Richmond. He's so it's wall, but he definitely had to race one, and that caution came out, and tires just did not work out for him. Better watch out for Gary Smith as well. He's putting some pressure here on Joe for third. A nice little crossover move there. Gary Smith trying to take P3 away. Gary Smith coming in here so far this season with no top fives as well. So right now he's and only one top 10, so he's needing a little luck. He's a great driver. He just hasn't had the luck. Better watch out for Taylor Gentry. He's starting to run down Alex here for that top spot. That gap is close 2/10 for our race lead. You can see Taylor right here on your screen. Best lap is a 32.263. Is that correct? Yes, that is correct. Best lap so far would be Levi Allen, a 32.044. No, I take that back. Yes, it is. No, Derek Pemberton, a 32.007. Fastest lap. Oh, AJ Green giving Levi a little tap going into turn one. But we're watching this guy right now. At 21 trying to put one in the books here tonight. Trying his best to, that is. The last thing he wants to see right now is a yellow, but we have seen that done a few times this season. Late in these races. Ron Christian Jr. probably disappointed with his not tonight. Definitely had a chance, probably had a win as well. Or at least the top three. Out of turn 4, looking at the 3 to go sign. Top 5 kind of have broken away here for the rest of the field. Next week, Darlington. And Joe Morigani is closing the gap up here on Taylor Gentry. He's looking to try to get second back. Levi Allen looking to try to get fourth back. We got a wreck. That is the 63 of Cody Kennedy has had an issue. And I think he got the apron as well. Let's watch his tires. Nope, he just pushed up into the corner. And he went for a spin, unfortunately. Alex just wants to see that white flag. He's got a half a mile till he gets it. Or a mile and a half till he gets it. Now about a mile till he gets it, to be exact. Levi back here taking a peek underneath Gary Smith. Not sure if he's going to be able to get that just yet. As long as no caution comes out within the next few hundred yards, white flag will be out of the air this time for Alex as he looks to pick up his first win here at Atlanta. Battle still going on right now for second. Trust me, I don't think this is how these guys back here are going to finish. I'm just saying. Joshua Stiles, AJ Green, they're battling for that spot. Joshua going to take that away, pushing AJ back to 7th. Battle for second. That's kind of what we're going to watch a little bit of. I'm not sure if Taylor's going to be able to, or Joe's going to be able to get it, but out of turn 4, your race winner, Alex, going to pick up win number 1 here of the iRacing Legacy Cup Series. Taylor Gentry second, Joe Morigani third, Gary Smith going to finish in 4th, Levi Allen, and AJ Green got 6th. Oh, 7th. I apologize. Joshua Stiles 6th. Ron Christian Jr., Donnie, Brian Kidder, top 10. But there's your race winner. A big win for that 21 car. We're going to talk to him right here in just a moment. Pull in Alex. Give me just a second. That big team that they got over there did a great job tonight. Very nice number 21 paint scheme here tonight. I'm sure he's going to enjoy this celebration. Remember I said earlier that he's came in here this season with a lot of top threes, or top fives this season, and finally his fourth race. Pemberton Victory Lane, we're going to bring him in. Alex, it's Adam up in TRN. You got a copy?
I got you, bud.
Man, you got to feel pretty relieved. I mean, let's be honest. You got 3 top fives coming into tonight. You've been as close to winning these races so many times, and finally tonight, man, it just seemed like everything clicked from practice over to the race.
Yeah, Atlanta's one of my best tracks because I think myself I'm pretty good at tire management. Everybody else was helping me along. Everybody off the team at Firelight, they were great. They were great motivators, helped me along with everything.
Yeah, and of course you mentioned Atlanta, one of the probably the hardest places to save tires. Talk about that, man, because that's a tough thing to do, especially with the long runs we had tonight.
Yeah, especially since my driving style, I turn the car with the throttle.
Right.
So the back end's always yawed out and everything. So, just being smooth on the throttle and on the wheel is how you do it here.
So I got to ask you, next week things get a little weird because we go to Darlington, and that place is tough to drive as well. How do you feel about heading there?
Personally, Darlington's one of my favorite racetracks because you have to run up against the wall.
People hate hearing you say that, by the way.
Oh, I know that. Oh.
Honestly, man, I'm actually very happy you finally knocked one out of the books because, like I said, you've been so close this season, and you finally got one that you deserve. So good job tonight, man. Congratulations. Any shout-outs you want to give out?
My team at Firelight and the internet company who set up my router today in my apartment.
Hey, that worked out good. Good job tonight, man.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. Next up, Taylor Gentry going to finish second. We're going to talk to him right now. Taylor, it's Adam up at TRN. You got a copy?
I got you.
Finishing P2 tonight, man. Talk us through this race because you was like mid-pack and quiet, but all of a sudden there at the end, whew, it came on, man. You was looking good.
Luck, man, luck.
Was it tires? Because, I mean, honestly, it seemed like it looked like tires from what I see. Like you figured something out with the tires or something like that.
Yeah, this track's pretty abrasive on tires, so it started the first caution come out. I done a set of tires and I realized I was using the right front way too hard. So second round I changed a couple things and it seemed to work a little bit better, and changed the brake bias in the car a little bit, and it felt a lot better. But I just tried to keep my nose clean tonight. Is about all I did.
Oh, it definitely worked out. It definitely paid big dividends, picking up your second top 5 of the season. How do you feel about Darlington next week?
I'm a little worried about that one.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get the stripe a couple times. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Look forward to all these races. So, I mean, I have fun doing it, and luckily enough, my wife lets me do it. So,
true that.
Yeah, but
man, honestly, a great job. I'm anxious to see what you do next week.
Yeah, I am too, in a way. A little nervous at the same time, but yeah, I mean, I appreciate everybody putting on the league and you for broadcasting and all. And like I said, a special shout out to my wife. She puts up with me doing it, so I'm looking forward to next week, though.
Hey, man, honestly, very proud of how you drove tonight. You drove really clean racing, and good job.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Next up, Joe Morigani, always my favorite interview, the weekly broadcast most of the time. Joe going to park it in P3. Joe, it's Adam up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up, bud?
Nothing much, man. P3. I want to be honest, man. Last couple weeks been clicking. Daytona, you get the win. Third here tonight, maybe had a chance at the win here tonight. It seemed like that last pit stop kind of threw it off a little bit, but third here tonight, not bad.
I gotta say, that first pit stop, I had an 18.5 for my pit stop, and it was quick. Like, it was an 18 and a half second pit stop. I was shocked. I'm like, why aren't Alex and okay, so I just came out with the lead, 10-4.
By a lot, too.
Yeah,
it surprised me. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I was like, how did he beat them out of pit road by so much?
Yeah, and I took 4 tires and fuel.
That's wild. So you come in here tonight, like I mentioned already, with the win, so you're already in the playoffs, even though it's kind of weird being a playoff at an 87 Cup car, but you picked up your 3rd top 5, even though you got a win here tonight. Talk about driving this track in a place, or especially in these cars, with a tire grader of a racetrack.
So I had absolutely zero, what's the word that I can use? I had zero confidence in myself in this race.
Right.
Because the last time that I ran here, the 87s had just been released, and I was loose as hell all over the damn track. And then I come into here, and it's not only a lot tighter, but it's drivable. So and it also kind of felt like the K-Net or the ARCA cars on the official side. And I started taking that craft and, tire management from the ARCA official, brought it over to here, and it worked.
Well, that's different. I don't even know what to say. That's whatever works. I mean, it's paid off. Right now, your average finish is a 4.33, so it's going to go up even more tonight after another 3rd place finish. I've asked everybody else the same question, so I'll ask you, Darlington next week. I feel like you could do good there as well.
You're the only one that has confidence.
I think nobody else does. I'm just, everybody pretty much said the same thing.
Yeah, it's awful. I tried running it once, and I could not stay off the wall. So I'm like, you know what? Whatever happens, happens. I'm already in the playoffs. So I would just look forward to the race after.
Yeah, there you go. Man, 3rd place, always good to catch up. Shout outs and all that you want to give out?
I'll give a shout out to Low Budget TV, Firelight Motorsports, Garage Guys, Fantasy Sports Podcast, Big Evil Designs, everybody that's involved with Firelight Motorsports in this number 53 team. I'm stoked. This is I gotta say, this is a fantastic run for our team.
Yeah,
to have one of our team cars finish 1st and 3rd, and then Josh in the top 5, top 10. It's amazing. I love this team so much. I'm so proud of these guys.
Hey, good to see you continuing on doing what you're doing, man. Go see if you can get them next week.
Hell yeah, bud.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
All right.
Thanks, bud. And there you go. It's your top 3 interviews, guys. And I think Brian, not calling Derek out by any means. He's got 2 wins and definitely deserves to be in the conversation for who the hottest driver is right now. Joe has showed consistency, and that's what I like about that. So we'll see how that continues next week at Darlington. I mean, it could go either way, so we'll see. But that'll do it for me tonight, guys. I hope everybody enjoyed the broadcast. I got to wake up early. So y'all have a great night. We'll see y'all next week. Take care as always, and God bless.